everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Arrowhead. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key. What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes. On second down, here's Smith.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Smith, and this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Under.
Throwing again is Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And here come the Seahawks. They won the NFC West, wrapping it up in Week 15. They've won it 4 out of the last 5 years, Charles. And what New England has been able to do has dwarfed everything else. But that's a pretty good run out west, is it not?
It's a fantastic run because, remember, we were talking about the NFC West being the most competitive division in football for about a 3-year stretch there between them and San Francisco. Remember, the Rams played all of them tough. Arizona got involved in the whole deal. So it's a great run by them, and they don't believe that they're finished. Not by any stretch of the imagination. They're looking to get one of the home field advantages in the playoffs.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. For Lockett, a pretty good Week 15, 130 yards and a touchdown. How key is he as they go forward and into the playoffs?
One of the most vital players they have on the roster because of everything he gives them. The ability to catch the ball in the slot. They can even move him out wide as a receiver. They can use him in the backfield if they so choose. Use him on jet sweeps, reverses. And don't forget the kick return ability that he provides as well. Started the season a little bit dinged up. Getting healthier each and every week. Even had a 75-yard touchdown run a few weeks ago against Carolina.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. For Rawls, they're going to need to figure something out going into the playoffs because you look back to Week 15, 21 carries, 34 yards. That has to improve if they want to make a run.
I agree totally with that because even though they have switched to Russell Wilson being the focal point of their offense, running the ball is still their bread and butter. And if they have Thomas Rawls at peak efficiency, then the Seahawks are really ready to go. But the Rams' defensive front, when they're at their best, 3 first-rounders up front, hard to move it against them.
That's very true, and that's who he was going against in Week 15. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Can't find anyone open. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dontari Poe. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. Now 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now it's Lockett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. They come up in an offset eye. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Looking for Maclin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap and foot drag.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Hauschgenau to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Caught here by Conley. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Smith on third down. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Smith. It's Hill, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Smith throwing again. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down is Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense...
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. Because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Offense looks to punch it in here from the... And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. And a wildcat formation here.
Let's go!
And he's got room. And the cutback to the sideline. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a 1-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does besides boost their confidence?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, maybe you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Davis. He finds some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Davis now. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Tackle made by Deshaun Shedd.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this will be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches? And a loose football. Rawls loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Wilson. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
In motion, Hill. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This will be caught inside the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out here in the eye. On the carry, it's Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Niall Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On third down, Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Niall Davis with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man, Baldwin. He's at the 40. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 73 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And a short gain here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that, killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it by the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long quick like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was go quicker than Domino's. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotas. Shades of blue, I bet you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, looking at, feeling that, flicking that wrist.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh, it's about to get done in the dirty south. About to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Well, it's about to get done. Yeah. About a good old flood, watching that red clay turn to mud. Slink it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, this a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, but still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's that, let's get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, let's get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Everybody get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Come on. Nasty.
some money. It might be all okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. All back with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep counting. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, Rucker Parks.